So we were doing bills of exchange, and till now we have learned how to record the transactions in different cases. Now we have to learn when the bill get dishonored. Till now we have learned many options available with the drawer. Either he can keep the bill himself till the due date, or he can get the bill discounted from the bank. He can endorse the bill to some other party, or he can hand it over for collection purposes to bank itself. Now we are learning what journal entries will be done in case of dishonor of a bill. So now see the question. On 1st January 2014, X sold goods to Y for rupees 20,000, less 2% cash discount. And when we have learned journal entries, at that time I told that if some cash discount is there, that becomes a cash transaction. So till now, if you read this question till here only, it is a cash transaction. And whenever there is a cash transaction, there is no need of bills of exchange, because bills of exchange will be only needing for the credit transactions. Now see further, Y paid 50% price immediately. So such transactions we have recorded earlier also. So Y is paying only 50% amount, rest of the amount is not paying. So actually out of this total amount, 50% is cash sale and 50% is credit sale. And X drew a bill on Y for 2 months for the balance. So obviously whatever part he has not paid, for that only a bill of exchange will be written. This bill is duly accepted by Y. Now Y has given the acceptance. The bill was dishonored on the due date. So obviously on the due date, when you have presented that bill to Y for payment, on that date Y has refused to make the payment. The reason may be anything. And I told earlier also that whenever the bill get dishonored, you have to get a legal proof for that purpose. And how you get that legal proof? You will ask a lawyer who is a notary, and he will present that bill again. And if the drawee refuses to make the payment, he will note down all the proceedings in his register, and that will be work as a legal proof that the bill was presented on the due date. So because lawyer will be charging some fees for that service, that fees is called noting charges. So obviously drawer will pay that charges. So X paid rupees 100 as noting charges. Y paid the amount due to X by check after 10 days. So then after 10 days, Y have paid that amount by check to X. Pass entries in the books of both of the parties. So again, I will be recording the transaction in the journal of X also. And journal of Y. Now, first transaction will be recorded. The year is 2014. Now the transaction date is January 1st. Now the transaction is sales transaction for X. X is selling goods. So X will record the transaction as sales transaction. And he is selling goods to Y. So first we will record the complete transaction. Y debit 20,000 to sales account 20,000. Narration will be goods sold to Y, and X will Y will record the transaction as purchase transaction. So it will be purchase account debit, purchase account debit 20,000 to X. Now question is saying that Y has paid half of the amount, 50% of the amount immediately. So now we will receive the 50% amount, and 50% of 20,000 will be 10,000. And when Y will pay us 10,000, we will give 2% cash discount. So discount will be our expense. So entry will be cash account debit, discount allowed account debit, because X is allowing the discount. Discount allowed account debit to Y. Now 10,000 he is ready to pay, so his account will be settled by 10,000. On this 10,000 we will be allowing 2% cash discount. So 2% of 10,000 will be 200 rupees. So because we are giving discount of 200 rupees, so obviously we will receive 9,800 rupees. So the narration will be cash received from Y and discount allowed. Now similarly, Y will also record this transaction. He is paying cash to X, so X debit 10,000 to cash account. So he is paying 9,800 and he is receiving the discount. So it will be a profit for him. To discount received account, credit all revenues and gains. And his discount received will be 200. So the narration will be cash paid to X rupees 10,000 and discount received rupees 200. Now X has drawn the bill for the balance amount. So when X will be writing the bill, it is not a financial transaction. But the moment Y will give the acceptance, the document will become bills receivable for X and bills payable for Y. So on the same date, again the transaction will be recorded. Bills receivable account debit. So rest of the amount will be 50% of the transaction, that is 10,000 to Y. So the bill amount will be 10,000. Question has not told the amount clearly, but you have to calculate as per your own judgment. Now you can see Y was debited for 20,000 and Y has been credited for 10,000 two times. So that way his account become nil. And the new account instead of Y comes into existence, that is bills receivable account. Then January 1, X debit, he has given the acceptance 10,000 to bills payable. The document will become bills payable for Y. Till here we have learned, only few changes were there till here, if you have noted. Now we will record further the transactions. Now question is saying the bill was drawn for 2 months. This bill is duly accepted. We have recorded the bill. Now here in the question, nothing is informed about what happened to bill afterwards. So we will be assuming that X has kept that bill with him only till maturity date. So on the due date, X will be presenting the bill to Y for payment. And on that date, bill has been dishonored. So now first we will calculate that on what date the bill has been dishonored. Bill was written on Jan 1st for 2 months. So Feb 1 will be first month completed. Then March 1, second month will be completed. Then 3 days of grace. So 2, 3 and 4. So March 4 will be the due date. So on March 4, the bill will be presented to Y for payment. And because Y has not made the payment, had the payment has been done, then it will be cash account debit to bills receivable. But because payment has not been done, that's why what will happen now, Y will become again the debtor. Y will again become the debtor of the X. So Y debit and the amount will be 10,000 to bills receivable account, because now that bill receivable will get expired. Its time is over. So the entry for dishonor of the bill will be Y debit to bills receivable, because now the value of the bills receivable will become zero on the due date. Either it is paid or not paid. But because if it had been paid, here we will be writing cash account debit. And if it is not paid, again we have to collect this amount from Y. So Y will be debited again for 10,000. For the same, what journal entry Y will be recording? Because the bill has been dishonored, so now he will record the entry on March 4 for dishonor. X will become his creditor and his liability will again get finished for bills payable account. So bills payable account debit 10,000 to Y, sorry, to X. X will become his creditor again for 10,000. So this will be the journal entry for dishonor in the books of Y. Now see question further what is happening. It is saying X paid rupees 100 as noting charges. Now see one very interesting thing I will tell you here. X has hired a lawyer for getting the legal proof of dishonor and he has paid his fees rupees 100. But this expense has been done only because of the negligence of Y. If he would have made the payment, then such expense will not be there. So why X will bear this expense? This expense has been caused due to Y only. So what X will do? X will not treat it as his own expense. It will be treated as expense of Y. And X will also collect this amount from Y. So now what will happen then? Earlier X has to collect only 10,000 rupees from Y. Now X has to collect rupees 100 more from Y. And because this 100 rupees has been paid in cash by X, so here it will be recorded as to cash account. It will be assumed that X has paid rupees 100 more to Y. I hope this logic is clear. Because X has paid this rupees 100 because of the negligence of Y, That's why this will be treated as expense of y only. X will not bear this expense. So what he will do, he will transfer this 100 rupees expense burden on y only. So that's why now he has made y a debtor of rupees 10,100 instead of 10,000. And whatever cash he has paid, that he will credit, otherwise his cash balance will not tally. Now see further this entry, how y will record, that we will see. Now X will inform Y that I have paid rupees 100 more to the lawyer for this purpose. So you have to pay me now this 100 more. So now value of bills payable remain 10,000. But this will become an expense of Y, and the name of the expense will be noting charges. So he will record this expense, noting charges account debit 100. And now he has to pay X rupees 10,100. Earlier X was creator of 10,000 rupees, but now X has become creator of 10,100. So I hope the accounting treatment of noting charges is clear. You don't have any confusion. If you are feeling any query regarding that you can ask. Okay. Now coming to the next part of the question. What question is saying? Y paid the amount due to X by check after 10 days. So now after 10 days, X has received the amount. So now after 10 days we will be recording. So it will be date March 14. 10 days after March 4 will be March 14. Bank account debit. Directly we will assume that the amount has been received in bank. Bank account debit 10,100. This time payment will be received 10,100, not 10,000. To Y 10,100. And same here it will be recorded March 14. X debit 10,100 to bank account 10,100. Okay, now see the next question. Next topic is that bill discounted from the bank is dishonored. Means you have got your bill discount from bank and it has been dishonored. It has been dishonored. Now how we will be recording the entries in such case, that we have to see.